It's weird putting on your face when you don't normally
I
have to do
know.
that.
I like take a selfie. I'm like, okay, I'm not all ugly. Great.
It's like a
You're always like
upgrade
by the pool. I'm so jealous.
to remind myself there's upsides to being in Florida right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, like literally behind you is an oasis.
It's a bird of paradise tree. I guess you're right.
You're like, I guess I have to remind myself I'm lucky sitting in front of palm trees, whatever.
I know.
Yeah, see, there you go, guys. It doesn't matter if you got snow. It doesn't matter if you got kids. It doesn't matter if you got palm trees. It's still
Yep.
hard. And I have no motivation.
That's a lie, first of all, because
Well,
all week you have been literally motivating me. So don't lie.
my business, great.
Right.
Everything else,
My name is Ivana. I am the owner of Hard Wax Solutions. I am the education side, so I do the full body tutorial. And then we also bring the best quality Italian-made hard and soft wax to customers and the consumer.
the body department actually uses Hard Wax Solutions, but I actually know her going back like almost 10 years now.
Yes.
We went to cosmetology school together.
Yes.
And we worked at European Wax Center in Woodbridge together.
Basically started my own spa and salon. Also anything to kind of make you pretty, but we decided to kind of hone in a little bit in what we were best at, which was waxing.
Wax, I have to say, like working with this wax now, it's literally the best wax. And I think anybody who worked at a European Wax Center would probably agree. You know your wax. You know
Right.
your wax, okay?
All of our wax is European made, which means, the quality is just a little bit better than something that you would get anywhere else. European standard, or their FDA per se, is a lot stricter than America. So there's a lot of things in there that are not allowed in European products and allowed in American products.
That was one of my biggest fears, was like, oh my God, how am I gonna give my clients the same quality service that I'm, used to performing and providing for them without European Wax Center? Then I looked you up and I was like, oh crap, this is awesome. So Wax Center, I was like, I trust her. I'm sure this is great. And
right. That was actually the first.
Like, yeah.
That was the first thing you said to me, or the first question. You're like, which wax do you have that's like European Wax Center?
And I'm happy. I don't feel a difference with the way I'm working with it. And I've never had one of my clients say it was any different. They're,
That's so great. That it is exclusive to them and their patented formula and whatnot, but they are not the only ones who make Italian-made wax. It's the standard of quality is superior. And I came in with the expectation when I first tried it, and I was like, oh. And I kept getting complimented, like, this hurts less.
Differences are between waxing and shaving. Waxing, the average amount of time that it lasts, 3 to 4 on the body and 2 to 3 on the face. With shaving, you'd be lucky if it lasted more than 3 days. And she had a whole baby. I was like, girl, it is not that. So waxing is considered a semi-permanent form of hair removal. Shaving is temporary. Waxing can reduce the risk of ingrowns if you properly take care of your skin.
Yes.
Tune in here, some of my clients be like, I get ingrowns. That's because you don't listen to me, okay?
To exfoliate, you have to exfoliate if you are going to be getting wax face, and continue to do so until your next wax, even if all the hair has grown back.
Because there's 2 ways you're going to get ingrowns. Bacteria, dead skin. It's taking so long for that hair to reroot itself and come out. Skin is going through different, cycles and stuff in between as well. You need to make sure you're keeping up with that. It hasn't even begun to come back out, then that skin is going to block that. And antibacterial is important because we're opening your skin, and you're opening your skin when you're exfoliating. So you want to make sure you're keeping it clean, because that can also cause ingrowns.
The end result of waxing is weaker hair. What happens is, you wax so much that your hair now is baby hairs. So those hairs are just not strong enough to break through all those layers of dead skin. Yeah. If you are not exfoliating, you are doing yourself a big disservice, and you will continue to experience ingrowns. And if you do those 2 things combined, you really will see a complete reduction of ingrowns or none at all.
Exfoliate and that, ingrown product that she was talking about are both also going to be on my website, so that's where you can get them. Who literally never use products and been waxing for years, so they just are all speckled up with ingrown hairs, and they are perfectly content with it because they feel like they have less hair because their hair's growing under their skin. But guys, your hair is and it's growing under your skin, and that's actually super dangerous because eventually that can be an infection.
Yes.
So it's actually like pertinent that you do the right things. It's not
Right.
optional for things. With shaving,
Right.
it is likely, and the reason it is likely is because you are cutting that hair off in the shaft. So
You're
if
right.
you're cutting that hair in the shaft and the hair is still full underneath the skin, then it's going to grow and push the top of the skin and curl under the skin. With waxing, you can get hair off of places that you wouldn't be able to shaving yourself. So you guys know what I mean by that.
We can get it. We can get in there.
Are shaving your intimate parts, and you're trying to get in there like we do with waxing, it is very likely to cut yourself. Waxing wins. Waxing your hair is going to grow back thinner, lighter, and more sparse.
Right. If it grows back at all.
I've been literally waxing since I was in cosmetology school, so like 10 years ago. I still look like fucking monkey. That's just me. Italian.
Yes.
If you shave, hair does not scientifically grow back thicker, but it does appear to be thicker and darker. Again, that is because you're cutting the hair rows in like a point. So when you're cutting it here, it's not the pointy part anymore. It's the thick part. So if you're shaving your face, oh God, don't shave your face, ladies, please. I beg you. Because that is what it's going to look like. Like,
right. The 5 o'clock shadow is real.
Like black spots and like, how is the difference between hard wax and soft wax? With hard wax, you can wax up to 3 times over the same area. Awesome. So like if there is any hair left over, we can go back over it a couple times to make sure that we're giving you completely clean results. With soft wax, you actually can't wax more than once over the same area because it sticks to the skin. So it's taking off those dead skin cells with the wax. And if you were to go over the same area again, you would serious irritation. Something really, really awesome about hard wax is that you can get hypoallergenic wax. So we actually use that as an option as well. So I actually have 3 different kinds of waxes from Hard Wax Solutions at the body department.
So they don't contain any beeswax. So that's what makes it a vegan-friendly, hypoallergenic, no chance of a histamine reaction. Sometimes they can hive up. That is mainly because it is not a hypoallergenic wax.
Here, those 3 waxes, and they all serve a purpose. The European Blue is our most popular, the one that is the most painless. If you have allergies, then I'm immediately going to go to the crystal or pearl wax. We have the charcoal wax, which is really good to use on men and better at picking up the really short hair. Sensitive enough for the facial area, even more durable. So it's not going to like break with those really tough hairs that are so used to being shaved continuously. So we are giving away a gift card at the end, and I'm going to announce the winner from last week, but you must be tuned in from beginning to end. So if you were thinking like, hey, I'm over this, I'm gonna leave, think again. Another really cool thing about hard wax is you can use it in areas that you can't necessarily use soft wax, like nose, ears. So with hard wax, it literally just hardens and then we can like, you know, pull it out. So I know that sounds really like crazy and painful. And they're like, the nose? Yes. And once you do it, it changes your life. That's the biggest reason I use it is the dang cleanup. Okay, wax. You'll leave and like wake up with your pillowcase stuck to your eyebrow. Okay, it's like super glue. A demo later with both the hard wax and soft wax. I can show you guys the difference, and I am actually terrified. First time I did my sister's Brazilian, by the way, with soft wax, and she's never.
Oh my God, is she okay?
She's alive. Never let me wax her Brazilian again.
Oh no, you scarred her for life.
It got so messy that I tried to clean it with a freaking towel and it got stuck to the pot, and that was just my pot. It was just a pot.
Oh God. Started from the bottom.
It literally hardens up and then you like pick it off. Even if it's on like, your nail polish, anything, just let it harden. Don't touch it, don't smush it in. Pick it right off.
Yep. Hard wax cleanup is definitely
different. Number one reason. I don't even know if every esthetician knows this about hard wax, but if you lay a strip and you're like, I don't really like where I laid that strip or something, and you're like, oh no, I can't rip it off, because we've all been there. Wax, you can actually peel it the opposite direction.
You would just do that, but add oil. Say you like, holy crap, if I pull this, I'm going to lose the arch or I will lose the tail. Douse your whole eyebrow in oil and peel back the same way you laid it.
My advice would be mark your eyebrows. Like draw a freaking perimeter.
There are tons.
Even if you're not going to full on eyebrow map, draw a perimeter with, I don't care if it's a permanent marker. Do not pass that line. And just make sure you have the oil, on deck, just in case.
Yeah. Soft wax, I can't really say that it would do that because it's so sticky and gooey.
Once it touches the hair, that's it. You're done. I'm sorry.
Yes.
It's over.
Right.
My sister used to get her eyebrows threaded. And so I would go with her because she's older than me, so I did everything she did. And, like, worst pain of my life. The whole, point I'm trying to make is hard wax, come to me, I got you.
Oh, no, you brought the devil. The devil.
This is, like, what you're going to find in the store. If you're, like, rolling out of bed and you're like, dang, I got a mustache, I need to do something about this.
Right.
And you go to the store, like, this is what you're
That's what's there, yeah, totally.
You're going to find Gigi, and it's probably going to be a microwave or rub-on version. I'm doing the microwave. I'm terrified of that.
We're about to watch a massacre.
I had to bring my whole microwave from home. This is commitment.
European Wax Center uses a beeswax-based hard wax. So what that means is if you are reactive to beeswax, honey, bees, things like that, pollen even, sometimes that can happen anytime you use like an all-natural wax like European Wax Center's wax. Definitely want to
the body department and try our pearl or crystal wax.
Right. You definitely want to make sure that you find somewhere that uses a hypoallergenic wax. With those. Oh no.
What I'm doing right now is I'm just cleansing my skin. I'm doing this to remove oil, dirt, anything that's going to get in the way when I lay my strip nice and dirty. Oh God, I'm terrified. Is that what it's supposed to look like?
God, I don't even know. I haven't used Gigi since, God, it's actually what they had at our school.
So this is.
Do you remember?
Yes, I do. I remember getting waxed. I'm pretty sure you waxed me. All right, so I'm rubbing the wax on. You go in the direction of hair growth.
You gotta go a little thinner, girlfriend.
Do I?
Or yeah, you're spreading it like hard wax, so I don't think you even need that much. Oh yeah.
Oh God. Fuck.
I'm sorry.
And then you lay the muslin.
Yes.
And you rub it on. Hilarious for you. Terrifying for me. Oh God, I'm scared. 1,
yes.
2, 3. Oh God. Okay.
Oh hell.
It's messy. A little sticky, red, but that's what you get.
And look at that color. I love the European blue.
So I'm just going to lay that right next to where I did that one, and I'm not going to put it over that spot because, like you said, my skin's going to be, like, super sensitive right there. So you want to have it at, like, a 90-degree angle, and then you just push it all and make a lip at the end. And the reason you're making a lip is because with the hard wax, we're not going to be using the muslin to pull it off. We're going to be using our fingers, so you want to make sure you have something to grab. Yeah. So it doesn't take long to harden. I think that's a misconception with hard wax. It's like, oh, you have to wait for it. It takes longer, but it doesn't. Like, it's literally done already. Boom. Would you lay the wax the same way on any part of your body? Yes, you would. The only difference would be with the lip, I lay it the opposite direction. And I rip it off that way. Permanent hair removal service, and it does not involve lasers. It's called Epil Free, and it's a series of products after I wax you, where I'm going to be putting these things directly into the hair follicle. I still have that sticky crap on my arm. It kills the hair follicle. So you're going to need between like 6 to 12 treatments before you didn't have any more hair. Obviously, again, it depends on the way that your hair grows and everything. And they have a home kit that you can use. This is not going to do the same thing that we are going to be doing in the salon, which is just a spot treatment. And that you would be able to use if you were like tweezing a hair. You have this like constant hair that keeps growing on your chin, and you would just put that solution in, and it would start to kill the follicle. Thing you can use in between treatments. It's also on our website. Wax kits, so you can go on and buy them. It is the same wax that we use at the shop. A couple of different kinds of hard wax solutions also provides different colors. I have 2 different kits. I named one the velvet kit and one the charcoal kit. It's just a different samples of wax, different color pot. Also gonna have like, the wax cleaner so that you can clean it if you get it on stuff, the aftercare and stuff like that on there. Stop being hairy, love you.